Are you successful? Do you know what the true definition of success is? Do you understand motivation and the difference between temporary and everlasting motivation? If you answered no to any of these questions, stay tuned. Hello, welcome to Understanding Success and Motivation. My name is Bob Urichuck. I am an international professional speaker, trainer, and author of Discipline for Life, You Are the Author of Your Future. Up Your Bottom Line, featuring the ABC 123 Sales Result System, and I'm a contributing author to Sales Gurus Speak Out. I've been ranked number 7 in the world's top 30 sales gurus. Also, I've been awarded Consummate Speaker Status of the Year and recognized by Meeting Professionals International as a Platinum Speaker. Over the next few minutes, I would like to share the definitions of success and motivation with you and try to help you understand why most of society is going down the wrong track. You see, I want you to be successful and motivated for life. So let's get started by understanding success. Let's start with the definition. Success is defined as the progressive realization of a worthy goal. Therefore, based on that definition, are you successful? I would say, yes, of course you are, because somewhere along the way, you had a goal. You worked towards that goal and you accomplished it. An example could be when you were young. You wanted to learn how to ride a two-wheel bicycle. You had a burning desire. You set it as a goal, you got on that bike, and of course the very first time you tried, and maybe the second or third time, you failed. But at least you had the courage to get back up and get on it again until you finally succeeded. Think about it. You continued on. You wanted to graduate from secondary school. You wanted to go to college, university. You accomplished that. You wanted to get a job and you're presently working in that job. Or you want to live where you're living or be married to the person you're married to or partnered with someone. You're driving the car that you want to drive. These are all goals that you have reached. And when you take a look at success from that point of view of what you accomplished, you obviously are successful. However, the problem with society today is they don't look at their successes. What they do is they have a tendency to compare themselves to others. They see what other people have and what other people are doing that they're not doing or that they don't have. And of course that makes them feel like a loser, like they're not as successful as somebody else. There will always be people that are more successful and worse off than you are. The key thing here about success is to understand what success means to you from the inside out. Because success doesn't lie out there, it lies within you. And maybe the best way I could portray that is by sharing a story with you. We have, for example, Peter and Mary. Peter and Mary dress really well. They have a beautiful house. They drive BMWs. To society, they look extremely successful. Another couple, John and Sandra. Well, John stays home and raises his children. Sandra leaves in the morning with a metal lunch bucket and a hard hat and works in construction. To society, they don't look successful. They actually look like losers. But let's get behind the scene now. See, when you take a look at Peter and Mary, they look successful. But in reality, they hate their jobs, they're in debt up to here, but they feel if they carry that image of success, society will respect them. How many people do you know that are walking around portraying a false image of success? And yet, they're in debt over their heads. Well, in Peter and Mary's case, their only objective, their goal, is for one of their parents to die off so that they can inherit their money, to pay off their debts and carry on with their life. That's not success. However, let me get back to John and Sandra. When John was a teenager, his parents were never around. So he set a goal for himself that when I grow up, I want to stay home and raise my children. Well, guess what? John's doing what he wants to do. He stays home and he's raising his children. Is he not a success? You see, success to John is from the inside out. He defined what he wanted to do in life and he's doing it. Now, he is a success. Do you think he cares what society thinks or says about him? He doesn't, because he's living his life from the inside out. The same applies to his wife Sandra. She used to work with me in the corporate world. Shortly after I left, she left as well to pursue her dream. And her dream was to leave landmarks around the world. High-rises that people could see and she could talk about. Well, she's doing what she wants to do as well. One of the first things we have to understand is that success is not out there, but it lies in here. So what we need to do is start to live our lives from the inside out and stop living our lives from the outside in. The same applies to motivation. You see, motivation is defined as the motive to act. Let me ask you a question. What gets you out of bed in the morning? Why do you go to work? It's a question I ask people all over the world, and the answer I always get is for the money. Well, then I teach them the rule of 3+. Question the answer, question the answer, question the answer. And when I ask you, why do you go to work, and you give me the answer money, you'll probably say to live a certain lifestyle. And if I question that kind of lifestyle, you'll find that your lifestyle is going to be different than the next person's. So basically what it does, it takes you right down to the dream. You see, the real reason you go to work is because you have a dream. Work is nothing but a stepping stone to helping you get where you want to go. However, the biggest problem in society is most people don't know where they want to go. Mary Kay Ash said it best in her quote, "People spend more time planning their vacations than they do planning their lives." What if you were to take some time for yourself to plan your life? There's two types of motivation. There's external motivation, like I am right now to you, that is never lasting. External motivation doesn't last. That's the key thing. People think money's a big motivator. The problem is if I gave you a bonus right now, you'll feel good. But next year at this time, what's your expectation going to be? You're going to want more money. I give you a carrot, now you want a bigger carrot. And that's the problem with external motivation. It's temporary. It's never lasting. The only true form of motivation is internal motivation. Internal motivation comes from you, your dreams, your desires, and what you want to do in your life. You are here for a reason, and part of that reason is for you to discover it. It's up to you to decide where you want to go, what you want to be, and what you want to do. And if you don't take the time to ask yourself that, you will never get there, nor will you ever be motivated. Because you see, when you know what you want to do, what you want to be, where you want to go, you start to put a plan of action together and you do something about it. And it's that doing something about it and progressively making steps towards reaching that goal that you stay motivated, become more motivated, and when you reach the goal, obviously, become more successful. So you see, motivation and success are both interrelated. They are both on the inside, not on the outside. So, to gain more success in your life and to be more motivated for life, I highly recommend that you start to live your life from the inside out and stop living your life from the outside in. To learn more about motivation, success, and how to put your plan of action together, consider getting a copy of the book, Disciplined for Life. You are the author of your future. This book is an interactive book using advanced adult learning principles to help you discover the most important person in the world from the inside out. This is Bob Urichuck, sharing disciplines for lasting results.